So the recipes are so truncated that they're not very helpful. And the language that this is my favorite quote. In a bowl, combine the first mixture with the second mixture. Well, the first place, you don't say, in a bowl, would you combine this? You plop something into a bowl, or you put it in a bowl, and then you just say one word. And then, what is this business of combining? What do you mean? Do you mean mix until it's well blended? Or do you mean folding in? Or combine? But the worst are these mixtures. You're suddenly looking for the first mixture. You go to the top of the recipe. Oh, it's the milk that you warmed and put a little sugar in. It became a mixture. What's wrong with the heated milk? And I really find that I get so angry at these recipes because it's as though they're not giving me what I want. And I don't know how we're going to change that. But I certainly say to anybody doing a cookbook, write in the way that you would do it. There's nothing so new in the world about home-cooked recipes. What is new is the approach to it, the way you interpret it, and the way you enable somebody off in a distant kitchen all by herself to make it. And use real language, the language that observe yourself, and put it down the way you do it. But it's a voice crying in the wilderness, I'm afraid. I think that the good thing, though, is that we have had a number of such interesting and eye-opening books about the sources of our food, and today there's much, much more awareness of what we're eating and I hope what we can do about it. Books like The Omnivore's Dilemma and Fast Food Nation. I'm doing a book as an editor with Ann Mendelsohn, which is just out, called Milk. And you will be shocked at the things you find in this book, because again, we've destroyed one of nature's precious gifts by pumping it full of all sorts of things, taking away, reconstituting, over-homogenizing, and it's pathetic what we have allowed to have happen because we're all so passive. And I think these books will contribute greatly to an awakening. And maybe, I hate to say this, but maybe now that we're all feeling the pinch, we'll get a few more people cooking at home and being a little bit more careful of, we squander our food, and perhaps being a little more careful, making some of those old-fashioned dishes that you made out of leftovers. And I often think to myself today, where is MFK Fisher when she wrote that wonderful book, How to Cook a Wolf? And that was during World War II. We need her today. So I guess those are my thoughts on it.
A couple questions.